people talk about. No shouting down the hall, no door slammed hard enough to leave a mark at all. It was smaller than that, like the sound of a clock that you don't notice until one night you realize it stopped. We kept the house in the same arrangement, same mug, same light, but the space between our sentences started lasting through the night. I still knew the shape of your breathing, still reach for your hand, but something gentle had loosened without either of us planning it. We said we were just tired, blamed the weather, blamed the years. Turns out love can change its address without ever leaving tears. I don't carry anger from those days. I wish I'd said more. Some endings don't come with answers, they just quietly close the door. If my voice sounds steady now, it learned to be that way from standing in a quiet room and letting go without being afraid. So I hum low into the evening, not trying to explain. Some loves don't leave scars behind, they leave you sane. There's a bench by the old bus stop, paint peeling, sun-worn gray. I've passed it more times than I can count, never thought I'd stay. A couple kids laugh down the block, chasing something bright. I remember when the future felt like it happened overnight. I've carried plans like folded notes in pockets torn with years. Some turn to dust, some learn to float, some still whisper here. The wind moves through the open street like it's song. I hum along in a broken key, somehow still belong. If life's a ride with missed connections, stops you don't expect, I'm learning grace lives in the direction you didn't select. So I rise when the moment's right, let the bench go on alone, knowing even waiting counts as time. You can call your own. The kettle hums low on the back of the stove. Morning light slips through the blinds. Dust in the air like a slow-moving snow, settling in its own sweet time. There's a chair by the window you used to claim, with your coat on the back and your book half read. I don't sit there much, but I leave it the same, like a word I never quite said. The street wakes up with familiar sounds, truck going past the screen door side. Every small thing feels quietly bound to a life that's already gone by. I've walked a long way since those early years, down roads with names I forget. I've loved and lost, learned how to carry the tears and the weight of things I never meant. Some nights I still hear that old screen door, in a dream that smells like rain. You're standing there saying nothing more than my name. I don't chase the past, I let it be, like a song you hum but don't finish. There's a comfort in letting memory fade soft around the edges. The clock still ticks in an honest way. No hurry, no need to prove, just marking the hours of another day, spent learning how to move. If I could speak to that younger man with his pockets full of plans. I'd tell him life's not what you understand, it's what you hold in your hands. So I sit with the quiet, the light, the room, let the moment arrive and pass. Knowing love doesn't ever leave too soon, it just learns how to last.
Summer moving slow. I traced your name on the edge of the sink, then washed it away like I didn't know. You always said I took things too deep, like the past was something I kept. But some moments don't know how to sleep, they just sit where you left them. There's a tenderness in the afternoon when the light starts leaning low. It reminds me of how we assumed some things didn't need to be told. I've learned that love can live quietly without asking to be heard. It shows up in the way you leave a room or how you soften your words. I don't miss you the way I once did, with the ache and the blame and the sound. Now it's more like a distant hymn that I hum when no one's around. If I look back, it's only to see how far I've come from then. The woman I was learning to be, and the one I've been since. I know you wrote in a careful hand from another stretch of time. We were younger than the road we chose and braver than we knew. Every mile felt like an open door we never walked straight through. I still hear you when the evening falls, in the way the screen door sings. Some memories don't knock at all, they just come in quietly. There's grace in standing still when the world keeps rushing by, and letting questions have their fill without demanding why. The mirror knows my changing face, but not the girl inside. She's still believing love's a place you don't outgrow with pride. If I've been slower to call things done, it's only what I've learned. Some hearts don't leave when the leaving's gone, they just wait. Watch the sunset take its time, like it wasn't ready to go. Colors fading one by one in a rhythm slow. I remember thinking life was something you figured out all at once. Turns out it's more like learning a tune by feel, by chance. There were loves that felt like lightning. There were loves that felt like home. Each one left its own kind of mark, even when I stood alone. Sing low enough to the quiet sings back to me. Not in words, not in answers, just harmonies.
clock above the sink runs slow. Or maybe I've learned how to wait. Morning spills in a muted glow, like it's choosing not to wake. The paper's folded, unread today. No headlines pulling at my sleeve. Some truths arrive without much to say. They just ask you to believe. I've known the way to wanting more, and the ache of holding tight. But peace comes knocking at a quieter door when you stop trying to be right. The house remembers every sound, every footstep, every prayer. I've walked these rooms 1,000 rounds, learning what it means to care. If time's a river I've crossed before, both shallow and too deep. Now I sit close to the familiar shore, where promises know how to keep. I don't need the world to call my name or write me into stone. It's enough to tend a steady flame and finally feel at home.
The house was quieter than I remembered, like it had learned how to wait. Every room held a softened version of the choices I didn't make. There's a mirror in the hallway still, catching light just right. I stopped there longer than I meant to, studying the years in my eyes. I once believed I'd know for sure. When I finally arrived, but life keeps asking me to endure more than it asks me to decide. There's peace in folding the past away without sealing it. yesterday have it saved without asking what it means. If love was never meant to save, but only to reveal, then every road I didn't take still taught me how to feel. So I turn off the light and close the door, not afraid of what I see. I'm not who I was before, but I'm finally me. The morning came in sideways light, the curtains faded thin. I watched the dust begin to rise, like it always knows where I've been. Your coffee cup was in the sink, still warm against my hand. Funny how the smallest things are hardest to understand. I used to think that love arrived with answers tied in bows, but it shows up more like borrowed time. You don't notice as it goes. There's a softness in remembering not the ache but what it meant. How we spoke in half-finished thoughts and never felt the rent. I've walked this block 100 days since you last turned the key. Every step feels just a shade closer to being me. If I sound quieter these days, it's not because I'm gone. I'm learning how to let things stay without needing to hold on. The light moves on across the floor, like it always will. I don't ask it for much more than to teach me how to feel.
I folded up the day at dusk, like a letter never sent. Some words stay better in the hand than anywhere they're meant. The sky wore gray like old advice. I finally understood. You don't get strong by never bending. You get strong by being good. I've walked with fear, I've walked with faith, sometimes both the same. Learning peace is not escape, it's knowing where you came. So if tonight feels unfinished, that's all right with me. Some things aren't meant to close, they're meant to let you be. I drove past the edge of the old county line, where the fields lean low and wide. Radio fading between every sign, like it couldn't decide where to land. There's a bend in the road where the gravel turns red, and the fence posts lean like they're tired. I pulled over there, let the engine rest, and watched the day retire. I thought about names I don't say anymore, and faces time rearranged. Some drifted away, some stayed in the core, but none of us left quite the same. The wind moved slow through the tall roadside grass, like it knew a softer way to remind me that nothing was meant to last, but it all was meant to stay. I've been a brother, a lover, a friend, a stranger passing through. Every beginning feels close to the end when you finally learn what's true. The sky went dim in a patient blue that only shows up late. I stayed until the stars came through, like they always do, they wait. I didn't need answers out there alone, just the sound of night arriving, that quiet sense that I'm still home, no matter how far I've been driving. So I turned the key, let the headlights glow, pointed back the way I came. carrying less than I used to know, but more than I can explain. The field looks empty after harvest, just rose and open sky. But something's working underneath that doesn't say goodbye. I've learned to trust the unseen part. Seasons turning round, the way a heart keeps beating dark below the quiet ground. I've had my share of restless years, chasing what I missed. Now I listen more than I appear, and find my way in this. There's grace in waiting for the thought, in knowing when to stay. Life isn't asking us for more, just asking us to stay. I swept the floor just like you taught. Slow strokes, careful hands. Funny what the body still remembers when the mind forgets the plans. The radio hums an older tune, half lost in static air. I catch myself smiling at nothing, like you're still there. There's wisdom in the way you paused before you spoke your mind. Some truths grow stronger when they're not rushed to keep up time. I've tried to carry that with me through years both sharp and kind. The art of letting moments be without asking them shine. If love's a craft you learn by doing, not something you defend, then every quiet act of caring is how it learns to mend.
I heard my name in an empty room, said out loud just to see how it sounded without the weight of who I used to be. There were years I played a part, I wore it well, I guess, but even love can ask too much when you forget to rest. The evening comes with honest light, it doesn't flatter or pretend, it shows you what you've kept inside and what you let in. I don't regret the love I gave or the ways I bent. I just finally learned the difference between staying and being spent. So I sit here with the truth I've earned. No armor, no disguise, letting my reflection turn into something kind. I found myself talking out loud again, in the car on an empty street. The radio low, the words have been between memory and what I need. I used to measure my life in years, in plans and what came next. Now I listen closer to what appears, in the spaces I don't correct. There's a freedom in not explaining every feeling that comes and goes. Some truths don't need translating, they already know where to go. I've loved with fear, and sometimes to survive. But the kind that stays grows quieter the longer it's alive. If I sound softer when I speak your name, it's not because it faded, it's because love learned another shape. One that doesn't need persuading. So I drive on with the windows down, let the night arrive its way, trusting the heart knows when to slow and when to stay. The seasons change without asking me, just kept their steady pace. I learned you don't always notice growth until you see your face. There was a love I held like glass, careful, afraid to move. Turns out it wasn't meant to last, but it still told the truth. I've said goodbye in many ways, some louder than the rest, but the quiet ones are the ones that stayed inside my chest. If I sound peaceful when I speak, it's not because I know, it's because I've made a home where questions go. The night comes down like folded linen, clean and softly worn. I lie awake forgiven by the woman I've become. The day slipped in without a sound, just pale light on the wall. I stayed in bed soft and tall. There was a time I rushed the hours, afraid I'd miss my cue. Now I let the morning take its shape before I move. I thought love was something loud that made a lasting mark, but I've learned it's in the quieter vows you make in the dark. Like how I still set out 2 cups, then smile and put one back. How I trace familiar thoughts down an old familiar track. If I've grown gentle with myself, it's not from giving in. It's from learning how to sit and feel where I have been. The day goes on as days will do. No promise, no demand. I take it slowly, letting truth rest in my hand. The road was wet with early rain, the sky unsure of blue. I pulled the car off by the fields and thought a while of you. Not the way you used to speak or how you wore your hair, but how you paused before you left, like something held you there. I've lived enough to know by now that leaving isn't lost. It's learning how to walk somehow without counting the cost. There's comfort in the radio when the signal fades in and out. Like love, it doesn't always know what it's trying to shout. I don't chase what I can't reclaim, or wish the past away. I just let it say my name and answer when I'm ready to stay. The road dried up, the clouds moved on. I turned back home at last, carrying less of what was wrong and more of what could last.
torchlight flickers just before night, like it's thinking twice about staying on. Crickets tuning up in uneven time as the day quietly moves along. There's a box of letters I never burned, tied with string from another year. Some things fade, some things will learn, some just wait until you're here. I was younger when I said I knew what mattered and what would last. Turns out truth doesn't shout, it moves slow as a shadow across the grass. Neighbors laugh through an open screen. A radio hums something low. Life feels smaller and somehow keen, in ways I didn't used to know. I've worn regret like an old coat, heavy but familiar too. But it loosens when I let it go and breathe the evening through. If tomorrow asks me who I've been, I won't answer with pride or fear, just someone who stayed when he could have run, and learned how to be here. Stars don't rush to explain themselves, they just show up one by one. I guess that's how I've learned to live when all is said and done.
Paper trees from a town that passed too fast. I slowed the car and rolled the window down, let the moment last. I used to think the answers lived in where I hadn't been, but every mile I travel now feels like returning in. There's a song that plays without a tune when the sky goes wide and still. It says you don't have choose everything you feel. I've worn my hopes like borrowed coats, too thin or much too warm. Now I dress for where I am, not every coming storm. If love meets me again someday, I won't ask what it costs. I'll just leave the door the way it is, unlocked.
I found an old map folded in a book with pencil marks I don't recall. Every road I meant to take or took, every rise before a fall. The coffee's gone cold by the kitchen sink. Morning waits without a sound. I stand there longer than I think, letting silence stick around. There were years I tried to run every doubt, but the heart keeps time like a steady drum, no matter how far you're bound. The window fogs with my quiet breath, winter leaning on the glass. Funny how peace feels closer to rest than any dream I chased. I've said goodbye more than hello, and meant both just the same. Some people pass like a radio glow, some stay longer than their name. If the road still bends beyond my sight, I don't need to see it all. I've learned to trust the coming night and the grace of moving slow. So I fold the map, let it lie where it's always been, knowing the longest way home sometimes is the one within. hear the train late every night. Somewhere past the hill, it doesn't stop, it just reminds the world is moving still. I've learned to sleep with open thoughts, letting memory pass. Some nights are sharp, some nights are soft, like footsteps in the grass. I once believed in straight lines and answers carved in stone. Now I trust the bend of winding time, the roads I walk alone. Low like it's listening to things I never say. I hum a tune without beginning and let it drift away. If tomorrow comes with borrowed light, meet it where I stand, knowing stillness has its own kind.